Hi. I hope I'm back. I don't know. Hopefully YouTube is picking this up now. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I'm hoping. If not, we're just going to keep going. So this next film, like I said, all these films were made in Virginia by either the Virginia Department of Education or by other entities for bigger things. So there's a public television station that did a couple of these, and then there's some others that were made throughout Virginia. I picked the creme de la creme. Well, creme de la creme. We're going to start off with some. That Walk Don't Walk was a real basic one. Kind of set the mood for you as far as, and this is all embroiled in the 70s, so all these films are 70s related. This next one, it features a girl who's in an accident. So enjoy.
This high school teacher has found that a study of biology can be one of the most rewarding adventures in a student's career, and that the biology laboratory is a place of learning where the student must be most careful. For here the student is working with animals, bacteria, chemicals, and equipment which must be carefully and properly handled if accidents are to be avoided. In stressing these points, the teacher tries to make the students aware of her concern for their safety and the vital role they must play to minimize or eliminate the possibility of an accident. The 4 years that a student spends in high school involves a series of maturing experiences that move him from the adolescent and place his feet solidly on the road that will require with each forward step the acceptance of more and more responsibility. In the area of safety in the science lab, careful instructions of the teacher will make this responsibility easier to bear.
Who, me? I'm an accident, just looking for a place to happen. And I bet I can find a place right here in this biology laboratory.
These students will need this electric heater for their chlorophyll extraction experiment, since it would be very dangerous to heat the alcohol over the open flames of a Bunsen burner. And for the handling of the chemicals, such as bases, acids, and preservatives, they must use this rubber apron to protect their clothing and safety glasses for their eyes. In this experiment on insects, the students will use these toxic materials. And one strategic point that they must remember is that they handle these materials in such a way so as not to breathe any of the vapors that may be coming out of the container or bottle. For the examination of blood specimens during this experiment, the students will be bending glass tubing and then threading it through rubber stoppers. They will need this asbestos pad to lay the hot tubing on, and they will need this toweling to protect their hands if tubing should break while they are threading it through the stoppers. They must also have this lubricant for the glass tubing to reduce the danger of breakage when threading the rubber stoppers. In studying blood types, these students will use these hemolets which come sealed in a sterilized package. The sealed package is especially important since a broken seal could cause the hemolyt to become contaminated before use. In preparing the students for this microbiology experiment, the teacher has carefully instructed them about the disposal of Petri culture dishes after the experiment. They must be put back in the autoclave before they are cleaned or before disposing of the materials in them. In this experiment, they will also need this rubber bulb for the pipetting of liquids, since pipetting should never be done by mouth.
Since I'm an accident looking for a place to happen, I'll bet I could change these experiments around just a little so they would be a perfect place for an accident. The thing that bugs me is that these laboratories are getting safer all the time. The teachers are giving better safety instructions, and then there are these safety symbols that constantly remind the students of the potential hazards of the laboratory.
Electric shock is often associated with frayed cords. Water safety is important in field trips. Some lab materials are poison. Goggles are a must for the protection of the eyes and face. Experiments involving gas must be done in a well-ventilated area. Fire can start from improper use of the Bunsen burner. The animal tooth, claw, and stinger illustrate the danger from improper handling of laboratory animals. Thorny and poisonous plants can be a potential hazard. Hands must be adequately protected. The apron is a must when handling chemicals. This symbolic explosion illustrates the danger of broken glassware. And in some advanced laboratory work, there may be a radiation hazard.
The students from this lab are out in the field, gathering materials for the experiments that the teachers have set up. And even on a field trip, there are certain hazards which the students and teacher must be aware of.
The sun can, on a hot day, be a hazard to some students, and they must wear suitable clothing to protect them from the rays. Clothing is particularly important on a field trip. It must be adequate to protect the feet, legs, arms, and other parts of the student's body from the plants, insects, and thorns that they might encounter. During certain seasons, poison ivy can be a hazard in that some students are particularly allergic to it. A bee or wasp sting can have a devastating effect on a student who is particularly allergic to it. This type of student should carry medication prescribed by his physician so that it will be available when needed.
This experiment looks like a good place for an accident. If I can get the students to use the open flame of this Bunsen burner instead of the electric heater to heat their alcohol, that would create a hazardous situation. Here, I'll just put these safety glasses and apron in this drawer, so they will probably handle their chemicals without them. And oh, how that acid does eat through clothing and skin. If they can't find this rubber pipetting bulb, they may try to pipette by mouth, and that could really mess them up. And now I'll just move this etherizing bottle over here near the edge of the table, where they may inhale the poisonous fumes if they open the bottle here. Or they may knock it off the table and break it, and that would really be a mess and dangerous too. If they can't find this asbestos pad, they will probably hold the glass they have bent in their hands and touch it at the bend just because it looks cool. Then they'll really get a surprise. And if I hide this towel, they may try to thread the tubing through the rubber stopper without protecting their hands. Then I'll put this lubricant where they probably won't find it. Without the towel and lubricant, there's a good chance the glass will break in their hands, What a mess that will make. And for these sealed hemolets, I'll just break the seal a little and contaminate the blade, which could cause an infection. I'll bet they won't catch this one. Here come the students from that field trip, so I better scram before they catch me in here.
Rubber stopper, a lubricant on the tube, and a toweling to protect the hands in case the tube breaks must be used. The seal on a hemolet package must not be broken before it is used.
Shucks. These teachers have really given good safety instructions to their students, and it looks like the students absorbed every word that was said about safety in the biology lab. I'll be glad when I grow up to be a responsible student, instead of just an accident, looking for a place to happen.
So that's what happens when you tell your kid that he or she was an accident, is they become a science lab saboteur in a tutu. It's a great back tattoo to write accident on your back. All right, so this next film, let me switch over. Oh, it just started. Hold on. All right. This next film is oh, and I forgot to change the name of that thing. It's part of a series called Self-Incorporated, which used to air on public television in the 70s. Excuse me. This one, it's missing the title, but it's called Getting Closer, and it's so good. It's middle school, maybe junior high angst. How to yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's so good. So enjoy.
About time those stupid girls got off their feet.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Like you own it.
Look at them dumb girls. They look like crabs.
Oh, what a bunch of fools.
Yeah, well, they all don't look so bad.
Like who doesn't look so bad?
Hey, Laura! Hey, Ostrich! Come over here a minute!
See you later, Greg.
See you. Come on, Lee. We're going to be late for practice. Oh, come on, Greg. You stay here a minute. Come on, man.
Hi. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg, I sort of told Laura and Bonnie that we might all go to the dance tonight together. Louie, I didn't hear about any dance. We're dancing school tonight. I don't know. I've already been to a dance. Oh, come on. Tell him you're going, man. I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
I hope you'll come, Greg.
Hello. Oh, come on, Louie. We're going to be late for practice. Come on, man. Tell him you're going, man. No, there's something else I might have to do. Oh, come on, Greg. I'll tell you later. Come on, man. Oh, I don't know. Oh, he'll be there. Hey, Laura, if you're still here after we're done with football practice, we can walk home together. You too, Ostrich. None of you keep calling me Ostrich, you hippopotamus. Hey, wait up. Louie, stop mixing me up with girls. Just mind your own business. Oh, you don't have anything else to do tonight? Yeah, who said? I do. I think you're chicken. I think you're scared. You're crazy. Lay off. Mind your own business.
Okay, you guys, let's move it. Let's move it. Come on, let's form up. Okay,
I still think you're chicken. You're girl crazy. Nuts. That's all you ever think about.
You too, Greg. Let's get moving. Get moving, you guys. Up. Here we go. Come on. Get yourselves in place. Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In time.
Oh, you don't have anything else to do tonight.
I hope you'll come, Greg.
I think you're chicken. I think you're scared.
I hope you'll come, Greg.
I still think you're chicken.
1, 2, and hold. Okay, you guys, let's move off to the tackle something. Let's go. Come on, Greg. Okay, everybody, form up for tackle practice. Here we go, Tim. Ready? And go. Okay, Greg, you're next. Give it a good one. Here we go now. Okay, Greg, get set. Let's go. Let's get set.
You know what I think? I think that you don't like girls. Shut up.
Okay, come on, Greg, move out. Good tackle, Greg.
Chicken? Who says I'm chicken?
Okay, who's next? Come on, Louie. Get your...
Oh, don't worry, Bonnie. We're going to get it finished.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Sure.
Can I have the streamers?
Well, I don't know about Robert, but Greg likes you.
Bonnie, how can you say that? He never talks to me. All Greg thinks about is football and his old friends.
Well, Louie likes you.
No, Louie likes you, Bonnie.
Oh, Laura, you know what he calls me? Too big for Louie. I'm too big for anybody.
Bonnie, just because he calls you Ostrich doesn't mean he doesn't like you.
Doesn't matter anyway. I know the dance is tonight.
Hey, Bonnie, do you think we should walk home this way?
I guess so, but the boys are still practicing when we left school. I doubt they'd be home yet.
Let's go anyway.
Okay, come on.
My math is going to spoil this whole thing. I don't even understand
Hey,
it.
did you see that great catch I made? Yeah, man, but I got something better than that. Look at these, man. Wow. Hey, Louie. Hey, do you think she's real? What do you mean is she real? Of course she's real, man. Man, I'd sure like to have her phone number. Look at that ace of clubs. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life? Look at these.
Hey, Bonnie, let's slow down. They're right behind us.
What are they looking at?
I can't tell, but let's slow down before we pass Louie's house and he doesn't see us.
Okay.
Hey, I don't know anybody that looks like this, Louie. I mean, we shouldn't know anybody running around like this. Man, I never thought about it that way. Yeah, but maybe some of the girls we know grow up to look like that. I doubt it. Hey, man, look, there's Laura and Ostrich. Come on. Hey, Laura, hey, Ostrich, Bonnie, wait up.
Hi.
Hi, Greg.
Hi.
This is where I live.
Oh, I know. It's a really nice house.
Hey, I had a great idea. We can all go in my house and fool around and listen to records. Nobody's home.
Laura, I don't think we should if nobody's home.
It's okay, Bonnie, as long as we're all together.
I know, but what if the parents come home?
Bonnie, their parents are gonna come home. It's okay, all right?
Okay, let's go. I just remembered something. I gotta go home and clean out my lizard cage.
Oh, you can do that later.
I also have to, rake leaves, too.
All right, I've had it with you. We'll listen to records without you.
Why do I always do this? I don't have to clean out my lizard cage. I'm always doing this.
Hey, Laura, I want to show you this new dance.
Cut it out, Louie. That's no way to dance.
What do you mean that's no way to dance? Of course it's dancing.
Come on, Louie.
Or maybe you'd rather go clean out Greg's lizard cage.
You stupid jerk!
Hello?
Hi, what are you doing?
Hi, I was just reading my library book. What are you doing?
Oh, I just brushed my hair. It was so greasy, I couldn't stand it. Did you find if Greg's coming to the party tonight?
No, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know. Call him up and ask him.
Bonnie, don't you think that's kind of pushy, especially since he doesn't want to go?
Well, but if you want to know.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't even come into Louie's house this afternoon.
So what? He had to go home.
I don't think he had to go home.
Then why didn't he come in?
I don't think he likes me. He probably would have come in if we weren't there.
Maybe he's just shy, Laura.
Greg, shy? Bonnie, he's got a lot of friends.
Not a lot of girlfriends.
You're right, no girlfriends.
But girls like him. You like him.
So?
So call up Louie and find out what Greg's doing tonight.
Bonnie, he's so, could you call him for me?
I could call him, disguise my voice.
Do it, okay? And call me back and tell me what happened.
Hello, Louis Heimsticker speaking.
Hello? Can you tell me if Greg Kelly is coming to the dance tonight?
I don't know, but I'm going. Who is this anyhow?
It's, the football coach. Why don't you know if Greg Kelly is coming to the dance?
All right, Ostrich, I know it's you. Call him yourself, because he won't talk to me. I don't know what he's doing.
Hello?
Bad news.
He said he's not coming. Bonnie, did Louis say Greg's not coming?
No, he said he doesn't know. He said Greg won't even talk to him on the phone. He said he doesn't know what Greg's doing tonight.
I was afraid of that. I wonder what Greg really is going to do tonight.
Should we call him?
Nah, let's just wait and see what happens.
I guess so. Do you want to sleep over after the party?
Yeah, that would be fun. I'll ask my mom.
I'll never get it. If I could dance good, I'd go. I wouldn't feel so stupid. Boy, she'd think I was terrific if I could dance good.
Get out of here, you little punk.
Well, here goes. There she is with that creep. They don't care if I'm dead or alive. Boy, it would serve her right.
Fellas, hold it down. Boys and girls, will you settle down, please? I have an announcement to make. Settle down, please. Thank you. We had some very bad news. Greg Kelly, who you all know, was killed on the way to the dance. I know you wouldn't want to continue this dance without him. So why doesn't everybody pack up their things and we'll go home. The dance is over. So.
Oh, Bonnie, I know he's not coming now.
Oh, he'd still come. It's not too late.
If he was going to come, he would have already come with Louie.
There we go.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, can I help serve?
Serve? Hey, Greg, you don't want to serve? Listen, there are a million girls out there. Now get out there and dance.
Sure, thanks, Coach.
Hey, Greg, like that shirt.
Self-Incorporated was supported by a consortium of 35 educational agencies. This program was produced by NVETA, Northern Virginia Educational Telecommunications, under the supervision of AIT, Agency for Instructional Television.
Such a great film. Oh man. There's so much that's to love about that film. It captures that anxiety that I had as a kid, of course. Oops. I'm rewinding this reel real quick. Trying to at least. So in case you don't know, I'm Skip Alzheimer, AV Geeks. I collect old films, and periodically I stream them online. I've been doing a Friday little screening thing, and I actually have a whole show that I'm going to do that's about roughly an hour or so. This is based on a live show that I did called AV Geeks versus the Virginia Department of Education, where these are a bunch of films that were made in Virginia for schools, some of them by the Virginia Department of Education and some of them by entities like public television stations in Virginia. So that was real great. I can't remember. Greg is the main kid. The big kid, whose name it just escapes me, is so fearless and so awesome. when we come back to my place and fool around and listen to records. He's definitely got a Northern Virginia twang to his voice, but absolutely fearless. And I wish that I had that guy's chutzpah, because I was very much the Greg, the wallflower, the too much of a sense of, I mean, obviously, the geeky kid. But such a great film. Anyways, rewinding this reel, and as you can see, we're actually, if you don't know, I mean, most of you do, I actually have these on 16mm film, and this is a film transfer machine that actually converts it to a video signal, which converts, then I have hooked up to a box, which digitizes it, and we pump it through the pipes to the internet, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, that video game platform, where most people are looking for people to play video games, or they're looking at cute girls in skimpy clothing, talk, just blathering on. I figured I'd offer them some content that's very odd, and usually there's one person watching at a time, or two people, and which is fine. I think it's it's great. Oh yeah, so let me get the other reel. So this is the next reel. There's 2 films on here, and they're just awesome. This I really enjoyed putting the show together. It was I was invited to do a screening in Richmond, and I was like, oh, Virginia. Oh, interesting. I actually got a bunch of films from different schools in Virginia, one in Culpeper, one in Alexandria. But also, a lot of these films are distributed to other markets. So I pulled a bunch of stuff from that I got in North Carolina and other places. And I have quite a few films made in Virginia. But these are the good ones. The 70s. Maybe I should just have a YouTube channel of just rewinding film. Thread this puppy up real quick. Or maybe you want to watch. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way for this camera to, you can see the process. So this is the sound head. Then I'm running it through the gate, which has a LED light source, which pulses every time a frame goes by, and then the camera also triggers, so it captures a unique frame for each frame, and then it pads in some frames so that it works out to the 30 frames a second that video is. Film, of course, is 24. Oh yeah. Right now I'm getting some tension. And didn't go like that. There we go. Okay, so we're back. This next film is part of a series. It was a U.S. Department of I don't know who made this, but it was federally funded, and it's part of a series, and it's for junior high kids talking about alcohol. So it's but it does feature one celebrity. See if you can name who that person is. So enjoy this. This is Party's Over.
Something going on. Listen and I'll tell you all. Kids at Jackson Junior High are learning all about alcohol. Something's going on. Something going on.
Well, first off, let's not forget that there is such a thing as a legal drinking age. And in many places, the buying or even the possessing of alcohol, liquor, if you're underage, can mean problems. Now, keeping that in mind, at what age do you think drinking should begin? Jennifer?
I think 18 would be a good age to start. You weren't even thought about
Mark,
it.
It's already 18. I don't see any reason why I have to be that old. I mean, maybe for hard liquor or something like that, but beer or wine or something like that, I think you should be maybe 16. See?
Well, I think the older you are, the better, because besides your body being more mature and being able to handle it more, you're more mature, and you know how much you can handle.
Fred, do you really think that you're old enough?
Stupid. If you're old enough to drive when you're 16, then you've got enough judgment and maturity to drink when you're 16. I think it's.
I mean, you can get.
I don't think you gotta have age.
Let's have one person at a time. Here we go. Betty?
I know what they would say if you call on him. Like, they'll say each person is individual and each person can handle his own amount and that no one else can decide for you and stuff. But I think until you're 18, when you're 18, just about everybody can handle it to the best of their ability, as best they're ever going to. So they should wait till they're 18 before they try it.
Well, what's the matter, Cookie? Why don't you agree? Now, what's a good age to begin drinking, you think?
Well, I think it depends on the individual. I mean, like, there's 30-year-old men laying in the gutter, you know. They can't drink yet either. I mean, you know, 18 and 30, what's the difference?
You're saying they could be just as immature at 30
just
as
immature as they are when they're 14 or just as mature, you know.
Okay, Ken?
The people that are in the gutter at 30 are probably the people that started drinking when they were 11 and 12.
How do you know?
Well, that's just, I'm just saying that.
Well, how do you know?
They weren't so, they started out being irresponsible with their drinking, and they still are at 30.
Bobby, what do you think about that?
Well, 18 is a good age, you know. Maybe after you start driving, you know, that's one, you know, responsibility that you take on. So if you can take on alcohol,
At the same
18 is
time.
a good age, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, I don't understand why kids want to start drinking in the first place when they know how bad it can be.
People like that are ancient.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like, most of the accidents on the roads have been caused by drunken people and things like that, and it can really be dangerous.
Don't forget, on Monday, we'll have that report of the interview with the chief of police. All right? Now, have a nice weekend.
Oh, Sarah, what time's your party tonight? About 7:30. Okay.
Hey, Cookie, how come you weren't invited to Sarah's party tonight?
Sarah's having a party?
Yeah, Nora said there are just going to be some girls and their parents aren't going to be there.
Oh, I wouldn't go to that if you paid me. That's kid stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I think somebody's jealous. Cut that out.
Hey, let's go to this party, too.
What do you mean? Crash it?
Yeah, why not? Hey, let's do. We know everybody there.
I'm in. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. It'll be lots of fun. We'll just stop by for a while.
Well, okay.
Great, I'm going to bring me some brew.
Beer? What you gonna get?
Oh, I'll grab it out of the fridge from old man's not looking. I do it all the time.
Cool.
Listen, I left out plenty of food for you kids. Oh, and there's frozen pizza in the refrigerator in case you feel like that, okay?
I want your girls to be asleep when we get home. It'll be late. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, man, don't be doing that. Somebody might see us. Big deal. So I'm having a little beer. So what? Here's Sarah's. Come on. Wow, what a dull-looking party. People, they need us.
Hey, I'm not too sure I want to go to this. It's a dumb party anyway.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, Cookie. Just for a little while. Come on. Hey, Sarah, what's happening?
Sorry. Girls coming.
We're going to the party with this girl. Okay, that's cool. Well then, since we're all one big happy family, allow me to provide some refreshments. Ta-da!
Hey, out of sight.
Courtesy of Freddie's fridge.
Hey, nobody said anything about drinking. This is my house and my...
Oh, it won't hurt. Make you relax. Be real cool. So how about it? Want a drinky poo? Huh? Oh, come off it, Sarah. How about you, Cookie?
Yeah, sure, Freddie.
Come on, everybody. Relax. Have some wine. Listen to some music. Have a blast.
Let me ask you this. When was the first time that you ever tasted alcohol? Okay, Sarah?
Well, about 3 years ago on New Year's Eve, we were at a New Year's Eve party in Kentucky. My mother gave me a sip of her champagne, but I didn't like it.
That was the first time? That's the first time you ever had any champagne? Fred?
Well, I don't think you have to be at a party just to try your alcohol. I think, like you do it anytime you want to. Like I did. See, my old man, he drinks a lot, and I see him opening the fridge all the time. So I guess I was about 8 years old, and I went, that's when I want a beer, so I went in the fridge and got it out. So no big deal.
Tell me something, Ken. If you had children, how would you want them to first encounter alcoholic beverages?
If I had any control over it, like, I probably would, but I wouldn't let them go, like Fred said, go to the refrigerator. I probably wouldn't keep beer around where they could get it.
Did everybody first taste their alcohol except for Fred? Everybody else in the room, tell me, was it usually with the parents present or not?
Oh, yeah, when you first experience, I guess most everybody's had their parents around, to give it to them.
Well, do you think there should be some sort of control or supervision over encountering alcohol?
Yeah. I think the first time you drink is with your parents, but I think first time you get drunk is usually with your friends and at parties.
Yeah.
That's when
you mean if you have a party or something, if you drink alone, you might just drink as much as you want. You might overindulge or abuse alcohol, don't you think?
Yeah.
Isn't it wise to have your parents watching after you when you begin?
They probably would. I think, at parties, at parties I go to, people don't really just drink it because they like it, they drink it to get drunk.
So you think it's better to drink it under parental supervision, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you won't abuse it in front of your parents, at least I would.
All right. Now, it seems to me, from what you've all been saying, that the following conclusion is true. That while drinking under controlled supervision of your parents or parents' friends may not necessarily be a bad thing, drinking alone, like Carla said, can lead to problems. But let's not forget that matter of the legal drinking age. Also, I think as the only adult here, I should present a view held by many adults, perhaps even most, that even if there were no legal drinking age, kids your age simply can't handle alcohol.
I'm an old crash your airplane pilot, and I recommend El Chico wine. Get nice and high and fly around the room by. Man, sidewalks is for sissies. So if you want to lie in the gutter like a real man, try wino. Straight from the bottom. This is the nicest wine I ever tasted. It's the bestest wine in the whole wide world.
Man, this thing's almost empty. How much have you had anyway?
She's the one. She drank the whole bottle.
No, she didn't. She just had a little taste. It was Carol.
It was not. I didn't even like it.
It was Nora. Hey, she drank the whole bottle. Come back, you wino. What's the matter? You drunk or something?
Well, if it isn't Nora. Had enough to drink?
Oh, come on. I just tasted a little. I wanted to see what it was like.
Nora, what's going on in there?
Fred's getting a little drunk.
Oh, great.
Hey, remember what happened when Fred got drunk at the basketball game?
He started a fight with one of the teachers. Oh, wow. What should I do?
Call the police. That'll serve him right.
No, call the neighbors. Ask them for help.
Don't do anything. They'll leave her out of alcohol.
Tell them to leave her else. I better go in there and do something.
Hi, enjoying yourself?
Oh, hi. Yeah, it's good food.
Yeah, Alice worked on this spread for 3 days.
Well, it's really good. It's a nice place.
Where's Don?
It's in the pool.
Come join us when you get filled up.
I'm sorry. I just don't think school is the proper place for my son to be taught his drinking habits.
Well, he's not taught drinking habits, Alice. This alcohol project gives kids information. I know Sarah will need to make a decision about drinking. We're not always around.
Our son Stephen came up to me this afternoon, looked at the buffet and said, "Good, Dad. It's better not to drink on an empty stomach."
That's what I mean. They're learning. Give them some facts. Get it out in the open. Let them recognize for themselves what their responsibilities are.
I'm almost empty. Can I get anybody anything?
Oh, no, thank you.
No, we should be going.
We have to drive anyway. I told you about checking in on Sarah's party at our place.
When are you guys leaving?
Oh, come on, Sarah. We just got
Your
here.
hands off me.
Freddie. Hey, man, don't start none of that stuff.
Please go.
Man, you're asking for it. I'll lay off it, Fred.
Get him out of my house.
Wait a minute, Sarah. Give me a second to talk to him. Come on, Freddie.
Will you just tell me what I did that was so bad?
Sometimes you're a real bummer.
Give me one of your lectures.
I'm going to give you a fat lip. That's what I'm going to give you.
Hey, booze.
Leave their booze alone. What kind of problems do the police encounter with minors who drink?
Well, Jennifer, much the same problems as they encounter with adults who use alcoholic beverages to an excess. Of course, alcoholic beverages do tend to lower the inhibitions, and the result sometimes is disorderly conduct, such as rowdy conduct on the streets, or cursing, or fighting.
Gin, green stuff, brandy, whiskey.
Hey, man, where did you get that stuff?
Gift from Sarah and Daddy.
Put that stuff back. They don't belong to you. We're not allowed to.
Not allowed. Says who?
My parents will be furious when they find out about their liquor, Freddie.
She's right. Put it back and let's go.
Who needs you? Hey, Nora, how about another drink?
I'm not getting drunk like you, Fred.
Can't you get him to stop?
Are you kidding? All I gotta do is try and he'll get a girl who doesn't care if he drinks or not.
Doesn't he know he's too young to drink?
He doesn't care, he does attack big.
What can I do?
I don't know, you're so smart I thought maybe you'd know.
Well, you're in the class about alcohol, too. You know we can all get into trouble for this.
I told him that and he just told me I was crazy.
What was that? Oh, wow.
God, what a bunch of babies. Couple sissies. You know if it weren't for me, you'd all be having a pretty lousy time.
Leave my house. Right now.
Your house. Well, this is what I think of your house.
Man, you are not cool.
Leave me alone.
Come on, Freddie.
You too. I thought you were my friend. I want another drink.
Now, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on in here?
What the hell is going on indeed? So yes, Richard Saunders from WKRP in Cincinnati played Les Nessman. Really, he played the teacher. So what I've discovered with interns that I have here at AB Geeks is that now we're entering that phase where they don't know what WKRP in Cincinnati is, and they don't know who Mary Tyler Moore is. They don't know a whole lot. So when I say like, oh, that's such and such so and so, they're just blankly like, who? So one of the things that's interesting about educational films is that they sometimes give information that you don't want to give. They show bad behavior, and even though they show the results of what could happen from that bad behavior, it's really just an ad for bad behavior. It's been argued that some educational films that show drug use and its dangers are actually just advertising drug use, especially the LSD films. They're like, wow, a bored teenager might go, that's awesome, and not really ignore the whole part of, the dangers of it, or supposed dangers of it. So it's you gotta be careful to show something, because kids will model their behavior based on what they see. So this previous film could potentially be a problem. Some kids might say, like, hey, let's have a party and let's bust into Dad's liquor cabinet, because that seemed like it was a lot of fun. We just won't invite jerks. We'll just have our friends. This next film is a part of the series called Inside Out, and they're all open-ended films. It's just like Getting Closer was an open-ended film, a part of the self-incorporated series. The idea is that you have kids kind of, with the teacher, they kind of talk through what happened and come up with things that talk about that. Kids explore the process, and that's what you want kids to really kind of look at the film and think about it. So this film is part of that series, so it's open-ended, but it has some of the most outrageous behavior of kids. It's almost like these kids, it's almost like a Lord of the Flies set in the 70s in suburban Virginia. It is outrageous. I love showing this film because of the insanity. This is a kind of a truth or dare game being played by a bunch of kids who may or may not be wearing shoes or shirts, or be clean, who knows. But it escalates, and so there's no truth part to it. It's all just dares, and it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. So I hope you guys enjoy I Dare You.
The following is from a national instructional television series. The series and related materials were developed and supported by 32 educational agencies, with additional support from Exxon Corporation.
What? Oh, get out of here.
What a crummy dare! That was a crummy dare! Come on, what kind of dare is that? Yay! This girl is on fire! You make me whisper! That was a terrible dare. You should have gave her a harder dare. I agree. She has to do a better dare than that. Do a dare like Butch's. What did he do? Look, this is your dare. Now look, you gotta go all the way down that hill.
All the way. That's your dare. Now, if you don't make that turn, you're going to fall down into all that rock, mud, garbage, and glass. I can make it. Well, that was a cool dare. You gotta teach me how to do it. Well, I think it's stupid. Doesn't anyone ever get hurt? I don't know about getting hurt, but I almost got caught doing my dare. Come on, either do the dare or don't. I'm afraid. Jeanette, it's okay. You can do it. We'll be watching over you every second. You have to go down and get that lunchbox with the flag on it. What if I get caught? You won't get caught. You won't get caught. You can do it. Everybody knows you can. Go! Go! I'm sure glad that workman didn't catch you. You know, you could have got thrown in jail or something. A dare isn't a dare without danger in it. Yeah, I did something really dangerous. Come on, don't do it. You're going to break your neck. We're going to get blamed for it. And we like you. We don't want you to die or breathe blood or anything. We're not going to make it. I like you too, but I ain't going to die. You're going to be in 25 pieces. Oh, look, are you sure you want to do it? I told you time and time again. All right. Hey, maybe he's going to make it. He's getting closer. Nicky, that was a big scary when you went flying over that ramp. I didn't think you were going to make it. Is it scarier to get caught or to get hurt? I think it's a lot scarier to get caught because I almost got caught. I was lucky I got away on my dare. No, all I have to do is go over there and spray on the thing. I'll look out for you. I can do it. Gonna do? We gotta make her do something really hard. No more dinky little dares this time, Clarissa. It's gotta be a good one. Let's have her go out and jump in front of a car and stop it. Not just any old car, a Volkswagen bus. That's the best idea. Hey, that's too dangerous. It's too dangerous to go out in front of the street and do that dare. Mike and Eggs, if you didn't do a dare, if you did it, why do I have to? You think we didn't do a dare? We practically did the best one. When I pushed Ace up on that roof, and then I dropped the word. Oh, yeah, Betty dropped it on me. Yeah. And then that second one went. Hey, wow, can you see him? Yeah, he's getting up on the roof.
going on up there? Hey, you kids, come on out here. Get the cops on you.
Are you going to take the dare or aren't you? No! Cece, all you have to do is step in front of that Volkswagen bus and stop it. Well, that's too hard for her. It'll be easy. It's a dangerous dare. I could get hurt doing a damn good dare, and everyone here has done a dare. So, now you gotta do one. No, it's too dangerous. Look, either she's gonna do a dare or not, and that's the best dare we've thought of yet. Yeah, let's get out of the street. Do it. Yeah. Remember, you gotta do it, or else not even in the game. Right. Remember, do it, or else not in the game. Yeah. You don't have to do it. Children want to be in a game. Well, come on, now. All I have to do is just jump out in front of the next bus that comes by. I don't think we ought to let her do this. It's too dangerous. Look, why's the course to be any different? Hey, look, here comes the bus. It's coming fast. Go! 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 What do you want me to do? Get killed or something? Come on. Why? Why do you have to do these stupid dares? Because, look, everybody else here has done dares, and I could get killed. Everyone, in order to be my friend, they've all done dares. In order to be their friend, I did a dare. So you're nothing special. Why shouldn't you? But they were just lucky, and so are you. No, I'm not going to hear anything else. If you want to do the dare, come here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And that's that. Dumb dares. I really like those kids, but what's so great about dares? Why do they want me to do something dangerous? What if I don't do it? I'll find other kids to play with. I'll play alone. Dumb dares. Just lucky when they did their dares. Every one of them could have gone bad, you know. Yeah, and what happens if I get hurt jumping in front of the car? Anyway, I like those kids. Why do they want to do all that stuff? They were just lucky. My dare could be the worst of all. I could get killed.
An ambulance will be here very shortly.
Oh, she was such a young child.
Who's driving the vehicle? I tried to stop, but she ran right out in front of me.
I saw her. Why do you think she did such a crazy thing?
Oh, that's silly. If I wanted to do that stupid dare, I could do it easy. Gee whiz.
to prove themselves. There's no more dares allowed. There's no more dares allowed.
This time she's going to do it.
She's better. She's better.
I think she's got to do it this time.
Here comes Clarissa. Hey, listen to me. You're the stupid. You shouldn't have to do this. Why do you think you should have to prove yourself?
Look at her. She's going to chicken out.
Look, I didn't think you were going to come here to talk to me. Just do the dare or don't. Either you do it, or don't do it at all, and then don't be around with her. No, if you want to be around with her like you. No, we can't let her do it. We're going to let her do it. Because she has going to. And if she's supposed to won't dare. At all. Do that dare or else. Go. 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 Go.
Inside Out is a series of programs and related materials developed and supported by 32 educational agencies in the United States and Canada, with additional support from Exxon Corporation. This program was produced by WNVT, Northern Virginia Educational Television, under the supervision of NIT, National Instructional Television.
Let me say that again with the speaker on. Wow. So good. That's exciting that somebody on Facebook posted that they saw this in the 4th grade. Excuse me. These were released on U-matic and VHS. Wow. This one just is over the top. As far as Inside Outs go, this one is so pins the meters as far as the audacity and the insanity of the stunts that the kids are pulling. The whole thing of kids hoisting themselves up on a roof and dropping a water balloon into a fireplace chimney is something else. And then, we'll dare Clarissa to jump in front of a VW microbus. And just, again, the dream sequence of Clarissa imagining that she's getting killed and then imagining that she somehow stops the buses, all the VW buses, and then there's a marching band that says, "Hooray, Clarissa," is just, it's like kid's brain. It captures that really well, but I almost am afraid to show this to kids, especially just because some of these were actually shown on television. Like, I remember when I was sick, I'd stay home from school, and I would see an episode of Inside Out that would be shown, and the idea was shown during the day so that a teacher could tune in and watch it and show it to the students, and then they would have an activity related to it. So that was one of the intents. I think this was originally made for public television, and then it got an educational film market after that. So I have several of these Inside Out episodes, but again, this one is the most outrageous. I think I have like 20, and there might be like 25, so I'm missing some, but man, shoo. So anyways, thanks everybody for joining me for this Friday screening. We'll do one next Friday. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be, but maybe it's about animals. I don't know. We'll see what we... sometimes we get stuff on eBay, and I'm like, I want to watch this, so we'll watch it together at the same time. That might be another thing that we do. But what time do we do it on Fridays? Roughly 1:30, 2 o'clock, roughly. It kind of depends what's going on. But if you like what you saw, you can donate at Patreon. You can also support us by going to avgeeks.com. You can buy DVDs there. You can also just tell your friends about what we do. I mean, the whole idea is getting eyeballs on these old films. I have 25,000 and am acquiring at least one new one a day, so I got a lot to watch. and I'm happy that you're out there watching and commenting, and so thanks so much. And if you happen to live in the Raleigh area, I'm going to be doing a screening at the Alamo Draft House on Monday at 7 o'clock, I think, or maybe 8 o'clock. And it's Small Furry Animals and the Sins of Man, which is one of the second shows I ever did back in the 90s. And I figured it's time to revisit. So if you're in town, come on by. I'd love to see you in person. Otherwise, I got other things going on. I'm introducing Despicable Me at the Science Museum tonight in downtown Raleigh, and other events. So go to Facebook, avgeeks.com, or avgeeks, and you'll see what other stuff we've got going on. But otherwise, have a good weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care.